Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net and it's Friday the 5th of June. Thanks again for watching. This is your look ahead video. And because it's Friday, we're going to be taking a look at the JMA, the Japanese Met Agency model, which goes ahead for the next month, which is issued and updated every Friday. Wanted to kick off, though, first of all, with this satellite picture. Thanks to Nick Maguire from Leicester and all the others of you who've been emailing and tweeting to say how spectacular the satellite picture is today. It certainly is. Low pressure spinning around off towards the west of Scotland. These are the storms here that we had last night. This is the cold front that's been tracking its way eastwards during today, and it's got the much cooler, fresher air associated with it following in behind, and it's that will be affecting most areas through the course of this evening. But that low here is the one that's going to be responsible for the weekend weather. A beautiful picture though, and there's been some superb clouds out there once again today, particularly running ahead of the front. So on with the forecast then, and this is week 1, so this is going up to next Friday. This takes us up to the 11th of June, and you see here, look, it's picked up quite nicely on the higher than normal heights across Europe, across the UK, heading into the Atlantic. Now, what you have got to bear in mind here is that, of course, we're seeing lower heights coming through during the course of this weekend as low pressure passes in, but then the ridge builds back in during next week. So the JMA here picking up on the idea of the high getting in and the generally dry conditions that we're going to be seeing next week. However, there's a question mark over the end of next week and into next weekend. Remember, I've been consistently saying middle part of June, that's when the breakdown comes in and we see a more unsettled second half of June. And I'm not entirely convinced the JMA's picked up on this particularly just yet. So this is the forecast for week 2. This goes from the 12th through until the 18th of June. And this one, looks showing a trough out in the Atlantic, low than normal heights up towards the north here. There's the ridge across Europe building in. And what it's trying to do is get a trough in here, get the ridge going over Europe, keeps the trough up towards the north as well. And it kind of hints at a breakdown in conditions. The high getting squeezed off towards the east and these low than normal heights developing down towards the south of the country. That would put low pressure somewhere down here, and it would bring in more of an easterly flow with outbreaks of thundery rain moving in from the south. Do I buy it? Well, kind of. I mean, I think what's going to happen is we are going to see thundery rain trying to get into southern areas, but I think as well what we're going to see is from this trough towards the north, a northwesterly flow, trying to get some showers into northern Scotland down the eastern coast of England. What we've got to take from these models at the moment is that they're just giving us guides. They're giving us steers on what's going to happen. The detail, I don't think they've got pinned down at all. So I think what we've got to take from it is that, yep, the breakdown is there. It probably isn't going to be a widespread breakdown. So we're not going to see, you know, a complete washout. It could be that there's some heavier bursts of rain, though, further towards the south. And then the forecast for week 3 and 4, remember this is the mean of the 500 millibar heights from the 19th of June, taking us up until the early parts of July. So this is going to be up to the 2nd of July. And it goes for near normal heights across the UK, weak trough out towards the east, got a ridge here, so it's trying to do something like that, a normal westerly flow through the country. Again, I'm just not convinced by this. I don't necessarily think this is the way this pattern is going to progress. I'm not sure the Japanese have got this one nailed, because the Japanese is generally a good model, but I think it's falling over, and I think a lot of the long ranges are falling over because of the developing El Nino. But I think what we've got to take from this, from the Japanese model, is that it's trying to hint, as others are, that we do go more mixed. But we don't go unsettled, so it's not a complete washout, it's not a write-off. It's just one of these where the second half of June probably just becomes a more mixed period. Could be some thundery rain in the south at times. It probably stays cool overall. There'll be an odd warmer day, but it certainly isn't the more settled weather that we get next week, although even that, of course, is going to be pretty chilly. So it's just that it's just not to that sort of level. You can hear the phone ringing there. Bear with me just a mo. Okay, I'm back with you now. That was one of my oldest customers. Actually, oldest customers, long-standing customers. That's probably the best way to put it. That was Steve, who's a farmer, makes hay down in southern England. So hello to Steve. He'll find it hilarious that he actually interrupted the recording of the video there, but it just goes to show people trying to get out there at the moment, making silage, making hay if they can, and it's a case of making the most of the window that's coming up actually for the next 6 or 7 days for farmers, to get out there and get some silage and get some hay made. In fact, loads of them, as you know, are private clients. Lots of you watching this are farmers, many of you already private clients, and we're of course supplying forecasts out to you specifically to your farms. Okay, what am I rambling on about? Yeah, okay, I'm going to leave you with that for now. Hopefully it's been useful. It's tricky when the models do this. It's really hard to kind of pin it down, but hopefully we'll have more for you tomorrow. It's the story that's evolving, it's the story that's developing, so I'll tell you more about that in tomorrow's look ahead video. Don't forget, if you need a forecast for the next couple of days, then check out the Fast Forecast, and you can subscribe to us as well by sending an email through to this address that you can see on the screen now. What we'll do then is send you an email whenever these videos are updated, so you never miss one and you stay in touch with the story. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that for now, but whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining, and bye for now.